But when I think about that, I think about these politicians that are out here that they want to be politicians for everybody. They're black. They want to be everybody's politician, but they come hard for that black vote. See, when you come hard for the black vote, you're supposed to come hard with some black policy. You can't give me the same policy that you give everybody else. Because, see, the policies for Latinos don't work for me. You got them earmarked for Latinos. There's certain policies for Americans that don't work for me. We don't qualify. The only stuff that really we qualify for is when you look like you giving us a handout. They start talking about all this shit in Joe Biden's Lift Every Voice and Sing Act. We're going to help our minority businesses. We're going to help all the minority businesses, not black owned, not black owned. When they threw Black Lives Matter, just the phrase of Black Lives Matter in the Lift Every Voice Act, you had to know there was some shit in the game. Now that you know about Black Lives Matter, because see, a lot of people didn't know about Black Lives Matter before the Lift Every Voice Act. Most black people did, though. Most black people did. And they knew something was wrong with Black Lives Matter, and that's why they weren't fucking with it. And, you know, I would always get picked like, how come you don't do this? How come you don't? No. I understand that black lives do matter, but I don't have to walk through the street with a store-bought sign or a sign that you might have got off their website. You're enriching them. They're doing nothing for us. What am I doing here? And we're just marching back and forth, and at the end, we're going to do the cha-cha slide and all that bullshit. What are we going to really get done here? How many politicians were any of those marches in Washtenaw County during the election cycle? And you put pressure on anybody that was up for election for black policy. How many? I'm not talking about people of color. I'm not talking about minorities. I'm talking about black Americans. And when we just went to the polls in August, and then we went to the polls in November just to get a sticker, we got the nerve to sit around and bitch about whether a $600 check is going to be a $2,000 check or a $2,000 check is going to be enough because we hadn't. Come on, man. Could have changed a lot of that on that local cycle in the primary season and scared some of them damn politicians going into November. But nah, everybody was just anybody but Trump, man. Anybody but Trump. Got to get Trump out of it. Anybody but Trump. Anybody but Trump. When Trump was the one pushing for the 2 Gs. Not endorsing Trump, not agreeing with Trump. The fact is, America cares more about Asian carp than they care about black Americans. They care about fish preservation. Fish preservation. They care about foreign territories more than they care about black Americans. And it's unfortunate that black Americans don't even care enough to stand up for themselves to fight this system. It's fucked up. It really is. It's day 1/1/21. So we're going to talk a little bit more about redress, recompense, reparation, restorative justice, reparative justice. We're going to talk about this shit a lot.